Check, 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 check. Mic check, check, check. What? Check, check, check. Check, check, check. Check, check, check. Hi, good morning. Welcome to Pilates Mat. I'm Deborah, and Cindy will be co-teaching with me today. Before we go on to holiday, I'm going to encourage you all to continue to move, even though we are gone. That doesn't make any sense. All right, so come on in. Today we're using a mat. I do have my towel to wipe the glistening off, a band, a ball, and a set of weights. We're gonna get started here. Let's start, please. What do you want me to do? Talk louder? The only thing I can do is talk louder. Do you want to come closer? Here. Well, it's gonna. All right, let's realign a bit. You come up. And then you're gonna have to come across, like center us, so he can't hear. Okay, so come forward. Line it up. Okay. And then you come center, yeah. All right. All right. Okay. And you're off the camera. Sorry, guys. So it sucks when you can't hear, right? Yep, I know. Okay. Looks better? Okay. Yes, it would be super nice. Not now, and I don't know why. And so I really like the fact that you can hear our voice online. So I was just like, leave it alone. Don't touch it. All right, so let's take a big breath together. And we're gonna reach one arm up and reach the other arm up. And reach. And reach. Now come across and push. Push from your back and push. So you're opening that shoulder blade area and push. And push. And now we're going to push down. So you're going to push down and across. Down and across. Nicely done. Down and across. And down and across. Good. Bring them up, and we're going to go into gold pose. Arms, open the chest. Drop your hands out and let the arms drop down a bit so you feel that stretch come down into your biceps. And a little bit lower. Nice. Bring it forward, interlace your hands, and you're going to drop your chin to your chest, round your back out, tuck your pelvis. And pick it up, bring it up, chin up, chest up. And one more time, reach out, round out. And lift up. And release. So you can be a little bit wider, feet a little bit wider than your hips, or you can step out a bit. And we're gonna lift an arm up, and you're gonna come over, side stretch. think about those ribs. So the muscles, they're referred to as the intercostal muscles between those ribs, opening. You're gonna bend the knee, and now we're gonna reach out. Come across, reach back, and then lift up and back over. Bend the knee and reach to the corner and come across, bend your other knee, turn all the way around and bring that arm down. Nicely done. Feeling okay? Yeah. So come on up, over to the side, take a moment, let the ribs relax. All right, and then we're gonna bend the knee, change your direction so you're reaching for the corner, and then we're gonna come across, bend your other knee, come on up, turn all the way around, and come on up. Yeah, and let's do that again. Over, bend the knee, reach, and come across. Come on up and over. Woohoo, very nice. Okay, so we're gonna do a split leg stance, do our traditional lunge here. Okay, and remember the back leg, that is back. So then we're gonna bring that same arm up, arch over. You can tuck the pelvis under if you like a bit deeper a stretch, or if you want to explore. Good. And we're gonna come on up, release that hand down. You can go to your hips, come forward. Good, and come on up. And we're gonna come back down into that lunge position. And straighten up. And hinge forward. Straighten up, would you? Yeah? Good. And come on up. So let's switch. So you switching those feet. Let that knee slide forward. And same arm as leg that's back. Bring it up. Try a little arch. You can tuck the pubic bone, bringing it up to your ribs. Good. Straighten up. Release that arm. Split leg stance. Good. And come on up. And we're going to slide forward one more time. And straighten. And hinge. Good. And come on up. So I'm going to step it together, and I'm going to ask for you to please come to the floor. We're going to lower down onto our backs and get a little twists for our spine. I'm going to relocate some of my equipment. Okay. So I'm going to turn around so you can see. Yeah, there you go. All right, okay, so we're going to come on down, reach your arms up. You can take a long body stretch if you're inclined. Then release your hands down, bend your knees, put the soles of your feet on the floor, drop your knees to one side. And come through center and drop your knees to the other side. And let's go one more time each side. You can stay where you're at if you're enjoying it. And then come through center, other side. Okay, nicely done. Come through center. Let's rock and roll up and grab our bands. So you don't necessarily have to use a band. You can use a hand towel, a pillowcase, a kitchen towel, whatever. So it's not so much of having a stretchy thing, but it is having something just to hold on to as we engage in presses, right? So we have 50 more presses to get through our class. So we've got our hands out. Good morning. We're going to come back, bend those elbows, and then sit up, reach. There's one. Keep that tummy drawing in. And 2. Looking good. Yep. And 3. And 4. And 5. 6. 7. Eight. There's 9. And 10. We're going to do 10 more. You have 3 more. 8. 9. All right. You're at 70. Good job. All right. Let's take the band and we'll set it down. Go ahead and lower yourself down. Bring your hands up behind your head. Okay. So we're going to stay here and do a simple chest lift. And one more. Good. Now lift your heels and continue with the chest lift. One more. Nice. Okay, so now we're gonna lift and alternate. Lift. One more each side. Good. Drop down, reach around, give yourself a hug. Set your feet back down, and now both feet are going to come up off the floor as you do the chest lift. So you're going to come up, tap, 2, tap. And last one. Good, hug it out. Grab behind your knees, rock and roll, come on up, grab your band. Let's try for 10 more. So we've got our band, we've got it close to our chest. We're We're gonna rock back and come up. So let's come down and come up. Yeah, trying to tie it all together there. Six, 7, got 8, 9, one more, 10, beautiful. All right, you're at 80 presses. So it makes a challenge so much more doable. So this time we're gonna come down onto our backs again, and we're gonna move into the side body work. So you're gonna slowly lower it down, and you're gonna step it together and drop your legs over to the side. Get a good stretch here. Bring your hands up and cradle your head. Yep, here we go. Now lift. All right, and there's 15. Now we're gonna lift, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 10. You have 5 more. 13, 14, 15. All right, so hang out here, let it stretch for a moment. Okay, so we're gonna come through center, and you're gonna drop your knees now to the other side and let those muscles stretch out first. And bring your hands up under your head, so you're cradling your head, and you're doing the chest lifts here, going straight towards the ceiling, or maybe a little bit at an angle. And last one. Good. Pick those feet up off the floor. Now pull it together. One more. Set it down. Let it stretch out. Good. Come through center. All right. So we're gonna go ahead and interlace our hands behind our head and take a foot up to the ceiling and drop it out to the side. And you're gonna lift your other one up. Now, rotate your pelvis towards your ribs. One more. Good job. So you're gonna set it down, and then you're gonna take your ankle over the lower part of your thigh. You're gonna come back up to chest lift, This time you're going to cross body and close the elbow and the knee towards each other. One more. Good deal. All right, so the last part of this on this side is going to be an extension. So you're going to extend out and you're going to bring it in and out, in and out. One more. Good. Hug it out. Okay, hands back behind the head, and then the leg's gonna come out to the other side. So we're working the other side now. Last time. Good. Okay, so you set your foot down, ankle comes over thigh, we lift ourselves up and we close the space between the knee and the elbow. One more. Good. Okay, so this next part is where you lift it up and you send it out and you send it out and bring it in. And you can do it like this or like this, or you can combine it. Last one, and hug it out. I know that burns. Keep with it. Okay, so the feet are gonna come up to the ceiling, and you can use your mat, kind of hold on to, but really think about your low abdominals, and we're gonna push those toes to the ceiling. Breathe out. One more. Okay, now tap the toes to ankles or the heels. So we're tapping. Drop the legs out a bit so the stomach and the abs are having to work a little bit harder. Now we're gonna kick. Good. Now crisscross. And hug it out. Woohoo! All right, so you're gonna come onto your side. We're gonna go to inner thigh work now, and then we'll go to outer thigh. So you can be here, or you can place the ball under your ribs or under your head like a pillow, but you're gonna bring that leg on top. And we're gonna lift. And think of your toe as a brush, a paintbrush, and you're trying to paint the wall with your toes. So really stretching that leg long. Now circle. And switch your direction. All right, let's try a square. So you're gonna go forward, lift, back, down. Forward, lift, back, down. Now let's go up, forward, down, back, up, forward, down, back. Nicely done. Let's come on up. Okay. So looking at our posture here, you can raise your arm up and lift. And circle. And reverse. Okay, now you're gonna set it down and we're gonna draw a V. All right, so you're gonna pick it up, tap it forward, lift it up, tap it back. One more. Good. And we're gonna go to the other side. So you're gonna come over to the other side. All right, we're gonna lift. And we're gonna circle. And reverse. All right, and then we're gonna set it down towards the back. We're gonna lift, tap forward, lift, tap back. Come on, one more. You got this. Good. And we're gonna come on down onto our sides and finish. I'm gonna come up. I can't do it from down there. Bring that leg forward. And again, the foot as a paintbrush. Trying to reach out and paint that wall. Gentle lifts. And circle. And reverse. Okay, now we're going to try a box. So you're going to come forward, lift, back, down, forward, lift, back, down. Now we'll go up, forward, down, back, up, forward, down, back. Very good. Come onto your tummy, place your hands down, put your forehead into your, onto the back of your hands. Bring your hands up behind your head and lift. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Bring your hands back down, place your forehead onto your mat. Breathe into your belly. Is it still red or is it blue? Yes, all right. I'm going to finish off with the second half. Looks like we're good for microphone, music. All right. So we're gonna grab the balls. And we'll do some basic crunches with the ball behind our back for support. And then you can take the weights, grab these, put them on your shoulders, crisscross your arms. Here we go. And then blow out. There you go. Try to lift those shoulders forward and up so you don't just kind of round out. So try to, no, hunker in, hankering, hankering. There you go. So now we can take the weights off the shoulders and maybe come across, elbow to knee, alternate. Taking your time. One more each leg. And let's set those weights down. Let's lay on our backs, put the ball between the thighs. You can stretch that upper body out for a moment. We're gonna squeeze that ball in between the thighs. So give it a squeeze and then do a basic crunch here. You can give the mat a little tap with the toes. 3 more. Let's go over onto our sides, over the ball for a moment, and do a nice long body stretch over the ball. All right. Reposition. There we go.
Now from here, we're going to use our bottom hand and arm as support as we do a side crunch over the ball. And then full extension, lengthen the body in between the crunch. 6 more. 3. 1 more. Bonus round. So if you'd like to put your hands overhead, elevated off of the mat, and then going down over the ball, and then just lift for about 4 or 5. Takes a lot of balance. My ball's wanting to buck me off. Here we go. 2 more. All right, give it a nice long lengthy stretch here. Relax over that ball. And coming up onto the elbow here, putting the ball in between the thighs. We're gonna squeeze that ball as we raise the knees to our chest. Here we can hold a weight. You can do tricep work, you can do bicep, or just extend your hand out, your arm out long for strengthening that way. So here we go. Squeezing the ball. Raise the knees to chest. Let's do 4 more here. Squeeze the ball. Squeeze the ball. Get those inner thighs. 2 more. 1 more. All right. We're going to do some leg circles here. I'm going to use the ball as a pillow, and we'll do some basic leg circles. Top leg, 10 times forward, 10 times back. Two more. Here we go, reverse, 10 times. I have 2 more. There we go. All right, over to our other sides. We're going to lay over the ball, nice long body stretch over the ball here. There it is. Remember, if at any time any of these movements do not agree with you, move on to something else that you can do. With this bottom arm as support, I'm going to come up, do the side body crunch over the ball for 10. Six more. Three. 1 more. Okay, extending those hands overhead, those arms. For the bonus round, do 4 or 5, raising both arms up off the mat. That's it. Okay, long body stretch. And then coming up, supporting the upper body onto the forearm here. Putting the ball between the thighs. Once again, we're going to squeeze. You can grab the weight, extend it out straight for strengthening biceps, triceps, whatever you want to do. Bring those knees to chest for 10 times, squeezing the ball in between the thighs at the same time. Here we go. 2 more. Give that ball a good squeeze. All right, using that ball as a pillow, doing that lying leg circle with the top leg. 10 times in each direction. 9, 10, reverse. We got it. One more. There we go. And see how we're doing on time. All right, back on the ball. Centering, find that balanced spot right below the sacrum. And from there, let's start with the scissors. Keeping one leg straight up towards the ceiling, the other leg lowers down, brings it back, and then alternate. Keeping the low abdominals nice and tight. Let's do 3 more down and back with each leg. One more. Okay, let's give those knees a nice hug. Stretch out the low back. And maybe just a gentle, tiny little side to side rocking back and forth. How about circling those feet? Send those feet some love and attention. And reverse. Then how about pointing and flexing? Can you spread the toes out here without getting cramped? I think I want to go back and get one of those anti-cramping capsules of yours, Deborah. Okay, bicycle it out from here. Here we go. Pause. As you extend, give it a brief pause before you bring it back. Tighten those low abdominals. Couple more each leg. One more. Now let's see about pedaling backwards. Different. Couple more. There we go. All right, sending those feet straight up. Yeah, you can give it a hug in between. I can take a hint. I've got peripheral vision. All right, those feet go up. Do those circles all the way out, down, back up and around. Imagine that your toes are different colored pencils and making little rainbow circles on the ceiling. So I'm assuming you're inside doing this and not outside. And then the size of the circle is personal preference. Let's do 2 more in this direction and then reverse it. And 1 more. Here we go. Send it in the opposite direction. Here we go. Out and around. Yeah, Gary's favorite number, 75 more. How about 2 more? All right, give those legs a hug. Maybe you can wiggle your feet around while you're resting there. All right, send the feet straight up. And this is similar to what Deborah did, but it's on the ball, and give a little pop up towards the ceiling and keep your balance at the same time. And don't lose the ball. Just a few. Couple more. And I'm using my arms for support and a little push at the same time. We're gonna get up off of that ball, putting the ball in between the thighs, below the knees. Let's do a little modified tick-tock with the ball, knees bent, and then we're gonna just tick-tock from one side of the body, nice and easy, as far as you can take it comfortably. Maybe you can go all the way and just hover right above the floor from one side to the other. We'll do one more each side, and then we'll do the extended leg tick-tock. All right, centering, sending that ball up between the feet, the ankles. Okay. Okay, here we go. Extend those arms out for balance and support. And take those legs over, straight legs from one side of the body to the other. Here we go. If you need to remain in the modified position with knees bent, feel free to do so. One more each side. Okay, keep those legs straight up, and then do a little circle with the ball up towards the ceiling. Two more, and then we're gonna reverse. Here we go. Send it around in the opposite direction. One more. Give those legs a hug. Whoo! Maybe do a little side to side. Happy baby. All right, with the ball between the thighs, how about some inner thigh work as we're laying on our backs here? We're gonna keep the knees bent, squeeze and release the ball. Here's 5. Let's do 5 more. 3, 2 more. On that last one, hold, 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 get a little shaken and release. Give it a hug. We're gonna move on to our bellies and do some back work. You can send that ball off to the side in its little weight holders here. Okay, tabletop position to begin with. Let's do a little cat-cow, and then we'll move on to our bellies down on the mat. There we go. Nice and easy. Now this time, when we come up into cat, send it down over the heels into child's pose. Relaxing into it. Relax and breathe. Allow your forehead to drop down gently towards the mat. And then feel the expansion. As you breathe in, the upper body fills up. Not much room in this position to breathe in. Now we're going to extend, laying on our bellies out long. Full body stretch here. Looking down towards the mat. And breathe. So here we're going to raise and lengthen one arm and the opposite leg. So it's not so much about how high you bring up the leg and the arm, but for the extension. So I have my right arm and my left leg reaching in opposite directions. I'm trying to keep my neck in neutral as I look down towards the mat, lengthening through the cervical spine all the way from your head through to the toes, and then same thing, opposite arm, opposite leg, looking down at the mat, lengthen, and continue to alternate a few more times. And breathe. Get really long. Try to stretch and lengthen that body from fingertips all the way through to the toes. Okay, last time other side. Bring those arms and those hands in goalpost position, remaining face down towards the mat. Raise the arms. Work those rhomboid muscles in between the shoulder blades. Here we go. And lower them down gently, raise them up, looking down at the mat. Keep the neck long. And breathe. Feel the strengthening in between the shoulder blades across the upper back. And wrapping those shoulder blades around your spine, getting them as close together as you can. Let's do 2 more. All right, relax those arms down at your sides, fingers facing, reaching down toward your toes. Get your forehead just above the mat. Your nose is just above the mat. Here we're going to move into that Superman. We're going to raise the upper body, lengthen the arms out long, reaching towards the feet as we raise the upper body up, and then release and lower. Let's do a few of those. Here we go. Raise those arms up, behind, release and lower. If you'd like, you can bring your feet and your legs up off the ground as you raise the upper body and reach those hands and those arms towards your feet. Nice and easy. Let's do 2 more. One more. All right, put your forehead down onto your hands. And let's do the little flutter kick with the feet. Working those legs, working those glutes. Keep swimming. And release. Come up onto your forearms. Let's hang out here for a bit. Say, let's just have a conversation. Say, hey, how you doing? And then if you'd like, push it up a little bit higher if that's okay. Deborah's got a nice range of motion there. You'll see a nice variety between all of us. And I'm going to push back, hips over heels into child's pose. Relax down into it. And then come on up into that cat-cow. Rounding out and flattening. Here we go, rounding that back up. Chin down and in, forehead down towards the floor, and then opposite. Not to the point of causing pain. You know what your range of motion is. We're going to do one more, and then we're going to come up to our feet. Nice and easy. And Deborah took us to 80. All right. So we're going to do 20 more of those reach and press for our RWB, Red, White, Blue Challenge fundraiser for the veterans. So get your feet in a comfortable position. You can bend, get those hands up, and then press to the ceiling, bring it down, press, keep going. Here we go. 6. We're going to do 20. We're at 6, 7, 10. Here we go. We can do 10 more. 5 more. We got this. 3. 2 more. Whew, that did it. We reached our challenge for the day. 100 total between the 3 classes that we did for today. All right, we're gonna take a big breath in, bend the knees, reach up, breathe it in, breathe it out, breathe it in, breathe it out. Keep those knees bent, go down into that favorite position. Knees bent, lengthen the spine, bringing the upper body out and away from the hips. Get really long and breathe. Dip that shoulder down and across. How far you take it is up to you. Sometimes I like to go a little further and maybe grab my ankle, bringing my upper body down a little farther, and breathe. Bring it back to center, lengthen. Get really long through the back and the spine. Other side, here we go, dipping that shoulder down and across. Maybe you want to take it further. All right, back to center. We're going to do one more time each side with the shoulder down and across. Give it a moment. And then other side. All right, bring it to center. Grab that beach ball. Mine is really big. Rounding those arms and those hands out. Just touch the floor gently with that beach ball. And here we go, keeping the knees bent. Rise up. Raise it up to the ceiling. A back bend is an option. And then bring it back down. Round out that back. Hug it. Hug like you're hugging a big old barrel. One more time. Bringing it up. Up towards the ceiling. Bring it down. Okay, I'm going to take it over and stretch the inside of one leg. All that work, we're going to lengthen those muscles that we worked, and then step it up and over to the other leg. Breathe through the stretch. Here we go, one more time. Shift it over, stretch the inside of that leg. And to the other side we go. Then come on up, bring those feet together. Let's do a side body stretch. Reach, lengthen. So let's not go too far over. Just open that side, get really long, creating space in between the ribs. Reaching your hand up towards the ceiling. And then let's do the same thing on the other side. Open that side of the body, not necessarily making it bend over too far. One more time each side. Last time, other side. Now let's bring those hands out side to side. Find a comfortable distance between the feet. Look up, lift the chest up towards the ceiling. Give yourselves a hug. Dip the chin down and in. Open wide again. Lift that chest up and give yourselves a hug one more time. All right, 2 big breaths in and up. Bring it out and down. One last breath up and in. And out. All right, that concludes our Wicked Wednesday. Thank you, Deborah, Lori, and Tim. See you tomorrow at 10 a.m. for PILATES.